on. Good morning. Welcome to, what's today? Welcome to Thankful Thursday. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's pray. Love you guys. So I just acknowledge that the divine God, the creator, there's one life, and that life is God, and that we are all one. And then when we tug on one part of the web, all the web shakes. And when one part of the web hurts, all the web hurts. And one part of the web loves, all the web feels it. And so let's take note of all the beauty in our lives, every good thing we can give thanks for, all the areas in our life that feel whole. Focus on that. Let's focus on that wholeness right now. What's even one little area of our life where there's love, where there's appreciation. Let's focus on that and expand that. What is something that you can be grateful for today? And let us visualize all beings free from suffering. And remembering that all beings in that free form, if all beings were truly free, they would not hurt each other, because in total freedom is total love. And in that love, there's respect and kindness and generosity and care and kindness. So let us visualize this world right now, free from suffering. All beings, 4-legged, 2-legged, 8-legged, above water, below water. Free from suffering, in total happiness. All beings in complete happiness. May all beings have complete and total happiness. And may they be free from suffering. Visualize all beings in that state of total divine love, the true, altruistic, compassionate state of love. May they never be separated from the bliss that is sorrowless, that sorrowless bliss, divine love. And may all beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. And let us invoke and call in, however you see the divine, however you see your higher self, whatever you believe in, call in the highest form, the highest, most clearest, kindest, compassionate, virtuous form. And let us align with that today. And let that be in the expression of who we are. I invoke these beautiful angels, these high virtuous beings. This one being, this one all connected, virtuous, true living spirit. And we seek guidance. I seek guidance. And please guide me on the call today. Let me lead with love. Let me drop away all obscurations, all confusions, and align with the will of love. May it be so for all, because we are all connected here in this beautiful web this morning. Thankful Thursdays, and let us write. Let us write and journal. Okay, so go ahead and pull your journals out. I will put on the music. Our beautiful writing music for Thankful Thursdays. And we'll write for 10 minutes. Gratitude for writing our gratitude. Thank you for participating. There's kind of a minute left. So go ahead and finish your last thoughts, your last gratitudes. Would anyone like to share? I always love to hear what you guys are grateful for. It's okay if you're finishing your thoughts.
Rachel, while we're finishing up, I know you've shared before, but I want to write it down. What's the name of the music that you play when we're writing?
I'll go ahead and share my screen so you can actually see my playlist. So I call my playlist Luminous Art. You can find it on Spotify. But the song we usually play is Luminous Emptiness. That's the one that's 10 minutes long. That's like the perfect for this exercise by Hang Massive. The one we just listened to is Jai by Sacred Earth. So
Cool, thank you.
Okay. Who would like to share gratitude?
I'll share.
Okay.
So when we were in the middle of dancing, the little one that I nanny got really upset. So I went in to rock him to sleep, and this really cool chant came through. And I haven't had anything like that happen in a really long time. So I am like thankful that a chant came through. And then I put that I am thankful for this old ancient wise one inside of me who is like refinding her voice in the human world. It's been a while. Thankful for this online community of entrepreneurs. Eternally grateful for my Purium community and our lifestyle freedom and all the good life and living that awaits us. I'm thankful for Rachel and our long-term friendship. I mean, like, I don't have a lot of people in my life that I have consistently been, weaving with for 20 plus years. And it's just really special. It means a lot to me. And then all the adults in my life who saw and encouraged me when I was a child and a teenager. There's a few teachers that I like mostly felt lost growing up. Like I'm neurodivergent, and I feel like a lot of people just really didn't get me. And there were a few teachers who and church people who like took time to really see me and highlight my gifts and uplift me into spaces of leadership. And man, I needed that. It really, really mattered. Yeah, that's what I put.
Beautiful. Thank you. Yeah. I don't usually share, but I think I just realized I don't often share my gratitudes. I think I'll go next. So let's see, for the actual, there we go. I have to see everybody. I'm pinned for you, but all of you are in gallery view for me. That's for the recording. So there's something that I haven't really shared with everyone that now that I'm on the other side of it, I can share it. But for 3 years, I was in a relationship where my partner was going through major addiction, and someone I love very much and care about very much. He was using very hardcore drugs, and he had relapsed because he'd had a surf accident. So he had been sober for 17 years, was a touring, rotating speaker, like talking to people all over the world at 12-step events. And then he relapsed when he was given opiates at a hospital. And it wrecked my life for a good 3 years, and it really deeply impacted my business. All last year when I was on a sabbatical, I was mostly in classes to heal myself and to try to work through this. I was in some business classes, but I was also doing a lot of my own recovery work, Al-Anon and such things. And I haven't really shared this, but I wanted to say that he is now 11 months sober. And he has been working his program, and he has come around, and he's become again the person that I knew in the beginning that I fell in love with. And it has been a crazy ride. It was really intense. And I never spoke about it at group level. I never shared that with you guys because, as a leader, I didn't want to, it just felt, I guess, maybe too personal because I was in it and I didn't know I didn't want to like lean on you guys for support. I want to be able to hold space for you guys. So I was going elsewhere for support. But now that I'm on the other side of it, I want to say that I went through hell and back, and I'm super grateful. I'm super grateful for my partner's recovery. I'm incredibly grateful, that I've discovered prayer and that we've been praying, every Thursday for a long time now, since January, that has helped me get through a lot of this. Because, even when somebody gets sober, there's still a lot of stuff to heal. There's still a lot that we had to heal. And so I'm incredibly grateful for you guys, because you all just showing up and being on the Zooms, like gave me a purpose when things were like really, really hard. And it always lifted me up out of like a depression to like come and see your bright faces. And so I just want to remind you that you never know what someone is going through. You never know what anyone is going through around you and what hardships they're going through. And Dave Sandoval said this really potent thing at camp, summer camp. I want to call it summer camp, but it was Earth Day camp. He spoke to us. He came up to our group and talked about relationship. And he told the story about the seminar he was at. I can't remember who it was, but it was some like relationship person famous relationship person. And he was like, let's go to this thing. And he was like, ugh, and he like was like, didn't want to go, but he went. And then he was like really, really glad he did. And this guy told this story about how he was driving, and he was with he was driving, and there was this guy in front of him who was going like super slow, who was just like going, just totally kind of taking his time, and he was in a rush and he had to get somewhere, and he was like really irritated, like, what the hell? This guy is like driving like, oh my God, like an asshole, like what the hell? And he just like honked his horn and was like, beep, 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 and like, get the fuck out of my way. I need to go. Like, you're in my way. And like honked and like drove around him. And then like a week later, he was driving and he was with his daughter, and he was in his convertible, and the roof was up, and it was a sunny day, and he's like with his daughter, who he like never spends time with, and was just like totally having this beautiful moment with her. And they're just like, oh my God. And he was just like, wow, I'm just like feeling so much joy and love right now. I'm like totally connecting with my daughter. This is so great, And then all of a sudden someone goes, beep, 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 get the fuck out of my way, asshole, and like goes around him. And he was like, oh my God. It like disrupted the whole moment. And he said, you know what? He said, sometimes in life, you're the dick in front, and other times in life, you're the asshole in back. So just remember that. Yes. So I just wanted to say that even through it all, I'm grateful for my partner's sobriety, but sometimes I was the dick in front, and sometimes I was the asshole in back. And one thing I learned from my 12-step program is to love. And I just stayed in the love for him, even though it was so hard sometimes. I just like continued to just love him as well as I could. My sponsor would tell me, love him every day, and just like, you don't have to fix him. Don't tell him to fix himself. Don't tell him what to do. Don't tell him to go to therapy. Don't tell him that. She's like, that's none of your business. Your business is just to take care of you. And so I just didn't even try to tell him or control him or whatever he did. And he saw that change in me and he said, wow, I'm really seeing how much you're changing while you're being an Al-Anon. He's like, it's really inspiring me to get into program. And he ended up going into treatment. He ended up getting sober and now he's got 11 months. And Chanel's also been a very big support along that way. Grace has been a big support along that way. And I can't tell you like, just like what it's like to be on this other side. And we've, been doing great for a month. And it takes like a year for that chemistry in the brain to like get back to normal after being flooded with all those toxins for so long, for 3 years. And so I had somebody tell me, one of my dear friends who's also a drug counselor, and he said, don't expect him to be mature or anything for the first year after he gets sober. He said it takes a year for a person to totally detox their brain. He's like, he won't be able to have he'll be very like pins and needles, like sensitive on the surface, like everything will irritate him and everything is going to it's going to be hard. But we are now finally almost at that year mark, and it has been a complete turnaround. And I cannot believe the person that he has become again. And I just want to honor him and just say thank you to my partner, and thank you to all of you. And just to say that sometimes it's darkest before the dawn. So wherever in your life you are, just know that it's not over until the story is good. All right. So if your story is really hard right now in any way, just remember that. My friend Jessica said that to me one time. She's like, the story's not over until it's good. So just remember, it's going to get good. So thank you for letting me share my gratitude. I love you guys. I'm glad to finally share that with all of you. Thank you. Love you. Who else would like to share their gratitudes?
Oh, I would love to comment. I've done a lot of work with very damaged people and a lot of drug recovery. This little triangle thing is a drug recovery program I work for kids.
Oh, that's beautiful.
If you can imagine that.
Congratulations.
I mean, one of the things of being a teen is you feel invincible. So to recognize that maybe you got a problem is not so easy, right? But yeah, I know that road, and the whole 12-step program is something that would be good for anyone to really do. It's very, deeply digging into yourself and your beliefs. And yeah, that would be good for anyone.
It's amazing for this particular type of work, for like the work of doing this business, like 12-step program, whether it's Codependency Anonymous or Al-Anon, which is what I was doing. There's 12-step programs for every single thing you can think of. Yeah, thank you. Go ahead and share your gratitude.
Oh, well, I can say, what did I write? I'm grateful for my home, this beautiful forest. And I'm sitting here looking out my window to this beautiful green forest on a very mild spring day, which is my favorite season. So I'm just incredibly grateful for that. And to have regular income that's enriching and serves my soul, something I can feel good about. My community sculpture jam, this is an art project I'm doing for the fall to create reclaimed, reused sculpture to put around the community. So that's developing really nice, and I'm very grateful for that. And what else? Just to recognize how fortunate I am to have such a sweet, supportive container like this, and to start every day like this is really nice. And that's it. And your leadership, Rachel, of course.
Yay. Thank you, Galena. All right. We have time for one more, and then we're going to go into a little training about the back office. If somebody wants to go. Or not. Okay. Laura, I kind of feel you leaning in like you wanted to say something. Am I wrong? No. I just feel your smile.
Oh yeah, but I didn't write anything down because I wasn't sure what you guys doing. So I was just like journaling a little bit.
Oh, good.
I am very grateful for you and for this community.
Yay.
So I was just thinking about this, yeah. Very, very grateful for you guys. Thank you so much.
I love you. We love you. You're so amazing. Awesome. Grace, were you gonna say something else? You look like you're going to come off.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if it was okay with you if I offered a appreciation in response to what you shared.
Sure.
One of the things that I have really learned from you, I'll try not to get teary. You are a person who I have witnessed has the capacity to stay engaged with people during their worst, ugliest times when they feel the most undeserving of love. I've witnessed you do that a couple of times. And, you know, as a friend and wanting you to have a beautiful, bright, easeful life, there have been times when I have really judged, and, you know, not in like a negative way, but just wanted something different for you, wanted you to be able to put your energy in different places and to be like really held and received in different ways. And, you know, time and again, I have watched you stick it out through like something that I most likely would have totally bailed on, just been like, no way, man, I'm not dealing with that BS. But you know, we always have to find the balance to make sure that we're not like staying in something that is, you know, totally abusive to us and deteriorating our quality of life. And also, that's a real powerful quality. You know, you didn't do it alone. You got support and you got help and you made sure that you were getting like professional, accurate reflection. And to be able to stay with someone in the depths of addiction and to do your own work and to allow them to do theirs, it's that's not an easy path, and it's not a path that a lot of people can do successfully. And so I just want to really love you up for your tenacity and your willingness to like love bigger and love deeper when it's needed. It's one of the things that it's one of the reasons that I just trust you as a human, you know, and as a friend, like so deeply. So thank you for sharing your heart. And thank you for modeling what it can look like to be supported in helping someone to navigate their deepest, ugliest healing moments.
Thank you so much, Grace. I appreciate you. You always give these beautiful, deep, heartfelt reflections. And that is why I love you so much. It's because you come so from the core of your heart. You come so from the heart, and you are definitely one of the safest people in my life, one of the people that I go to and feel the safest that I can be myself with. And I appreciate you. Thank you for holding space for me. And even when those judgments were there and those, you know, thoughts were there, you still like just gave me space to make my own decisions and, you know, really supported me so that I could get clear and make good decisions. So thank you. Yay. Love you guys. There's a little window into my soul, into our souls. Thank you, Ellie. So I wanted to, I wanted to share I wanted to ask Sheri for permission if we could talk about your points and like use your points as a way to demonstrate the back office and show people new things. And also it'll help you get to diamonds. How do you feel about that, Sheri? If you're there. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to share my screen. I'm going to assume it's okay. You can always delete this part out, but this is helpful. We did this last night. So last night we have, every Wednesday night, we now have a training for people who work during the day or can't come to the morning Zoom calls. It's sort of like a recap of the week. And there were just a few people on, and it actually ended up being, a training on the points, and I had people look at their different points. So when you come to this view, you know, the first thing you're going to see is the red or the green. And the red means I'm down 2,600 points from where I was exactly this time last month. And so if it's green, that means I'm 2,600 points above where I was last month. So you can see that I can see who all the new brand partners are. So Aaliyah, welcome. This is Tyne's new brand partner. Deva, who's under Heather, he just became a new brand partner and he's already almost a director. And then we've got Laura, who we just heard from, and then Matthew and then Edina. So these are all Heather who enrolled Deva, or Heather who's under Tereshay. Brianna, who just enrolled under Terashay, Tyne, who just enrolled under Sheri. And so we've got all these different new people, and I actually am like, who are these people, right? Heather, who just enrolled in me, I'm actually not sure who these people are. So if I don't know who they are, I can actually click on that and I can look at their upline. I can go here and click upline and go, oh, Karen's that person who anonymously became a brand partner under Coco. All right, there it is. So I can look at the upline here. So I can click on a person. I can click on Carrie and go, who's that? And I go, who's their upline? And I go, okay, that's all the way under Ashley. So Kahina enrolled Carrie. So that was yesterday, I believe, from the call. Or no, maybe that was like a week ago. Anyway, long story short is you can find out here, okay, who your new brand partners are if you're like, is anyone enrolling? Okay, new brand partners, you can see who they enrolled to. That's more of an advanced tool. But what I'd like to do is show you, if I go to team reports and unilevel team, this is the most important place to know in your back office. I'll go to team reports and then I go to unilevel team. And we've got a block. So give it a second to load. There we go. So if I click on the 9-level GQV, that is group volume right here. So I'm going to click on that once, and that organizes it from least to most. And I click on it again, and then it sorts the whole thing from most to least. So I can see who has the most points all the way down to who has the least points. So Sheri's right there under Grace. Good job, Sheri. I'm going to click tree. I'm going to click Sheri's tree. So I hope Sheri is able to be present. And are you here, Sheri? If you are, come off mute and just say hello so I know that you're like.
Yes, I'm here. My
okay, is it
phone
okay that
goes
I'm
in
sharing?
and out, but I'm here.
Is it okay I'm sharing this so that you can learn and we can all learn from this?
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
awesome.
no problem.
I thought
Thank
it would
you.
be. So now, because I went to Sheri, it's still organized from greatest to least. So I can see who has the most points on her team and all the way down. And I can see who's made their personal orders. So PV is personal orders. So I can see who's made personal orders. And then I can see all the zeros. Okay, so these are people who have not ordered on the left side, 0. Okay, now, one of the things that's really cool is I can see who's going to order. But first, what I want to do is look at Sheri. So Sheri's already passed executive. Sheri, congratulations. Last month, didn't we push really hard to get to executive? Like that was
Yes. Yeah, we did.
Yeah. So I'm going to pin both of us, by the way, so that we're both in the view so that you can see both of us. So last month you were like, oh my God, I'm trying to get to executive. This month we're on the 25th. It's the 25th of May. We still have a week to go and you're already past executive. This is how this goes. Once you start having a team, everywhere you see a tree is a team. That means people have enrolled under that person. So last night we went over Coco's points to see how many points are coming in. So to get to diamond, you need 15,000 points and you're at 6,700. So to get to diamond, you need more points. You need almost double, right? You need 7,300 more points. Now, guess what? There's still a bunch of points coming in that we know of. How do we know how many points are coming in? Anyone guess? How do we know which points are about to come in? More points. Where do we look? Take a wild guess.
Oh, smart orders.
That's right. We're going to look at the smart orders in her downline. So now all these people have already ordered. So I'm going to go down to where it's 0. So we're going to look at all these zeros and I'm going to scroll to the right. I'm going to look for who has smart orders.
But Rachel, it's after the 21st, so there wouldn't be anything coming in at this point,
No, smart orders can be all the way through the end of the month sometimes. So Miho, who she enrolled last month, still has 350 points. This is under Coco, has still 350 points coming in. So we can go and look because her order hasn't come in yet because she's still at 0. She's at 0 PV, right? So Miho is at 0 PV. Let me go like this so you can see that. Miho's at 0 PV. So if I go like this, I can see that order is still coming in, and so is Timothy's, and so is Cindy's. So there's still another 1,000 points coming in. So she's going to still have 1,000 points by the end of this month. So that's going to be 7,700. Now I could go a step further and look and just see that they haven't canceled an order or something. but for the most part, she's going to have 7,700 points instead of 67. She's going to have 7,700 points with everything that's here now in her team. Okay. So now if I look at Coco, I go to Coco. We did this yesterday. So Coco is under Sheri. Sheri needs three. She needs 3 brand partners. Okay. So she needs 3 brand partners to get to consultant in order to have the structure for diamond. So Coco has 700 points. She has 700 points, but how did Coco get 700 points? She had PV 250 plus 300 from Karen. So that is how many points? What's 300 plus 250?
550.
She has 550 points just from the orders. So where did those extra points come from? She's got 200. There's 208 extra points. Or whatever, you said 550. So she's got, you know, 158 points. Where did those come from? Well, we're going to look over here. We're going to look over here to UBT promo. How do you know how many points you have from all the points submitted? You look here, UBT promo. This is how you know when you've submitted videos, how many points you have. So remember, Coco wants to get to 2,500 points because she's going for director this month. She's going for director. She needs another. She's going to be at 1,000 because why? She's got these smart orders coming in. So there's smart order from Miho. So that means she's going to have 350 plus 708 is 1,058. So that's a smart order coming in. This smart order, this one's already happened because this person already ordered. So she's got 350 points coming in. So she's got 1,058 points. Okay. So she needs another 1,500 points. How can she get 1,500 points?
By helping her downline level up somehow. Right?
Yeah. And then
You're breaking up,
she's
Sheri.
coming to your house.
You're breaking up, Sheri. What was that?
Oh. Robin is coming over to your house tomorrow to sign up, yeah?
Yeah, so Robin's gonna come over and sign up. Robin's under you, but we're talking about Coco. How is Coco gonna get to 2,500 points? Robin's not under Coco. We're just talking about.
Oh, I mean, I just thinking extra points, but yeah, I'm
No,
not
that's not
sure.
gonna be any extra. That's gonna be 0 points for Coco because she's not under Coco. Robin's not under Coco, so that's not gonna be any points for Coco. We're just talking about Coco. So how is Coco gonna get? She's gonna have 1,050 points just from the points here on the smart order that's coming in, and she's got 708 points. So how can she get 1,500 points? I'm gonna tell you. If she enrolls 3 people this week by Friday, how many points is that?
Well, you get the bonus from
Before the bonus. How many is
That's 9
250 times 3?
so
yeah,
700.
it's 675.
Let's Sheri do it. Okay,
It's 246.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's 725.
Okay, it's gonna be 700 because it's 250 per pack, right? So that's gonna be 750. So she's gonna have 750 points if she enrolls 3 people, plus because if they got a smart order, if they got the 90 days, she's also gonna get a 500 point bonus. So then she'll have how many points? She'll have 700 plus 500 is 1,200 points. So 1,200 points plus the 1,058 that she has on the board, 1,200 plus 1,050. I'm gonna do calculator here. 1,200 plus 1,050. That means she'll be at 2,250. She's almost at director. She just needs to sell 1 more pack next week. You see how she can get to director this month? If she enrolls 3 people by Friday, she knows that, and now she's thinking, and what you want to tell her is post your before and after picture. The main way that people make money in this business, the most easiest way is when people share their before and after picture, because most people are struggling to lose weight. Most people that's what they want, to lose weight. And so if she posts her before and after picture, boom. If she can post a before and after picture, I guarantee you she'll enroll 3 people by Friday. And then next week she can enroll 1 person. She's going to change 4 lives.
Yes, help her out with that.
Okay. So I just wanted you guys to see that. She could also, and then if Karen, another way is that if Karen, she's the new brand partner, if Karen enrolls a person, or if Karen enrolls 2 people, or if Karen enrolls 3 people, that's also going to give her those points. If Karen enrolls 3 people by Friday, that's also going to give her those 1,200 points. Or if Karen, or if Coco enrolls 3 people this week and Karen enrolls 1 person next week. Now, what's the easiest way to get points? Let's go over here. What is the easiest way to get points?
Is doing your Friday, turning in all your
Submitting your points. Exactly. Yeah. Submitting your points. So now check it out. Here's where you look and see how many points she's submitted. So now Coco is still learning, right? And also, English is her second language. So it's a little bit more for her to learn. Okay. She has 158 promo points. How many points could she have if she had turned in all of her videos and all of her Share Because You Care by now? So we are let's look at the calendar. We are in the 25th. We are May 25th. So it's May 25th. This is her 4th week. If she'd been turning in her widen your reach points every week, how many points would she have by the end of the month? This would be 599 points per week. That would be because there's 5 weeks in May. So she would have like 499 points by the end of this. She should have 400 by now. This could be 400 if she had turned in all of her 3 videos per week, right? And if she had shared all the Share Because You Care, that's 50 points a week, right? So just posting the before and after the before and after posts that Purium provides, that's 50 points a week. That would be another 200 points. So she could easily have 650 points right now if she'd been doing all of her submissions, right? And then you would have those 650 points. So now your 7,700 is you're at 8,300. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, that's right. I forgot that those points, when she makes those points, also I make those points, huh?
This is why it's really important to train your downline to submit all of their points on time by Friday every week. Okay, because those points are going to help them enroll customers, and that's points. And then it's also, you're going to get those UBT points. You're going to get those promo points. So in the fall, so it's not the end of the week. She still has this week and next week. What would happen if she posted 3 Widen Your Reach this week and 3 next week? What would she have? Another 200 points.
Well,
she would have 200 more points on top of this.
Oh, is Widen Your Reach 50 or 100 per Friday?
99 per week.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 50.
No, that's Share Because You Care. So she could have she can have 149 points per week. This week and next week, if she does that, she'll have another 300 points.
And then making those phone calls is 50, right? Making the calls.
No, if you do the calls, that's 250 points. That's in addition to. That's a third way to get points.
You mean 250 for every Friday? If
you make 50 calls to ask people about becoming brand partners, if you invite 50 people to become brand partners and you turn in that tracker sheet to Purium, they'll give you 250 points for that tracker sheet on Scouts Honor.
Oh, every Friday. I thought,
yes.
Okay, that's a lot of points. I've been turning them in. Yeah, so.
So yeah. So you have to turn them in once a week. You have
Yeah.
next week it has to be done by Wednesday because the 31st is the end of the month. So
Oh,
if you call
thank
50
you.
people this week and you call 50 people next week, that's 500 points.
Yeah, I've been doing it every week. I'm almost done today with my 50.
With your 50 phone calls.
Mm-hmm.
And you're
I
only
just have to
inviting
do 25
and you're
more.
only inviting brand partners. You're only inviting to the business.
And brand partners, no, I'm calling coaches and all kinds of people
Yeah.
to the.
But I'm saying that it only counts if you're inviting them to the business, not to health. It doesn't count if you're inviting them to like try products.
Right. Yeah, I'm asking them if they want to do a business.
Good.
Yeah.
So that's why you had so many people on calls with me this week, is because you've been doing that, because Robin wants to become a brand partner. You have several people interested in becoming a brand partner because you've been prospecting for the business.
Yeah.
Good. Epic. So yeah, that's gonna
Yeah,
be
it's pretty
500
easy.
points.
I just type in coaches and phone number, and then all these numbers and coaches come up, and then I just write them all down and call them all up.
Good for you. Where are you doing that? Are you looking online? Are you Googling?
No, I just type in online coaches, phone numbers,
Like
and then all these numbers
Google?
come up, and then
Got it. Like on
yeah,
Google.
Google.
Okay, got it.
And it's easy because then you write all the numbers down and all the names, like at once, and then you call them all
Beautiful.
to make it easy,
Yeah. Okay.
instead of like searching around and everything.
Okay, so this is a training on points. So let's stick with this topic. That's really good. And I want everyone to feel comfortable doing that. And we have a script for that. If you want the script, it's in the boards app. So Coco has the potential, if she does all these points, if she does all of her widen your reach and share because you care, that's going to be 300 points. Plus this 350 is 700 plus this. So 700 plus 700 is she'll have 1450. Now, if she enrolls 3 other people this week, that's going to take her to director, right? So let's just assume she's going to get 2,500 points with that. Okay. Between her and Karen, they can enroll enough people that she's going to get director. So let's go back to Sheri. So now looking at you, Sheri. So if you added on, sorry, I got to change that alarm. It's so awful. So Sheri, you have 6748 points.
Mm-hmm.
Is everyone following? Is this helping anybody? Is anyone getting anything out of this? Are you learning something about your back office? Okay, awesome. So you're at 6748 points. And Coco is at 708, but she's going to get to 2,500. So we're going to say 2,500 minus 708 is approximately 1,800. Okay. So you're going to add on, she's going to bring you another 1,800 points. All right. So that brings you at 7748. Plus, if everyone does the phone calls, you and Coco both do those phone calls, that's going to be 500 points this week and 500 points next week, 250 points each this week and next week. So that's another 1,000 points. So that brings you to 87. We're going to round it up, 8750. Okay. Then you're going to be at 8750. You see how this works? You see how those points,
Yeah.
you have 2,000 more points just from like knowing you're going to do those activities. And I talked to Coco last night and she didn't know about the submission. So now she's going to start submitting. She's been doing reels and not submitting them, doing videos and not submitting them.
Oh, okay.
She didn't understand the significance of submitting those videos. Okay.
Oh, okay. You mean the calls?
Yeah.
Oh, and the videos. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. Maybe I should have probably told her. It's harder to keep up with everything, and tell them.
Yeah.
But it's getting bigger, and I've got to figure out how to.
So now let's look at Tyne.
Talk
Tyne, are
to
you
everybody.
available? Exactly. Tyne, are you available? And then we've
Yeah,
got,
I'm here. I'm just
okay,
working, but yeah.
just a couple more minutes and then and then I have to go into a breakout room with Heather and Tara Shea, I think. Let's see if Heather's still here.
Okay.
Yeah, Heather's here. Okay, cool. So let me unpin Sheri. Oops, there. I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. All right, I'm pinning you. Okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna look at you. I'm gonna click on tree. If I click on Christine's tree, now I can see everything. Now I can see who you've enrolled from greatest to least points. So all these people have ordered, and Aaliyah is now a brand partner. So you have 1,217 points. Congratulations, you hit consultant. Now we're going for director, right? By the end of the month, you have till the 31st, and then the points all reset to 0.
Okay.
So let's start by looking at your PT promo points. Look at that. You've got 600 points. Here is somebody who has been submitting points all month. You've got the 600 points right there. So if you're submitting those
Yay,
points all
good,
month long,
Christy.
yeah, way to go, Tyne.
Thanks.
Way
So
to go.
yeah. So you got 600 points. Now now you're doing those 50 calls a week, right?
Yeah.
So that's going to be another 500 points, right?
Wow.
So
Yeah, I didn't for
what's
the
that?
next 2 weeks. For the next 2 weeks, right? Because I missed
Yep.
the first week.
So
Okay, cool.
250 this week and 250 next week because you're doing those calls. You've been religious about doing those calls. Like your team is doing it and Aaliyah is doing it. Make sure she submits that. So now
Yeah.
Aaliyah needs to be doing 10 videos in her first 10 days. She enrolled on the 19th, so make sure she gets 10 videos submitted. She only has 50 so far. I'm going to guess those are from last Friday. Or I don't know what that is, but she's got 50 points from submitting something.
If you looked at her, she's actually 97% or something to
We don't
that
look at
rank.
that. We don't look at that.
Oh,
That doesn't mean
that
anything.
doesn't matter.
That doesn't
Okay.
mean anything. This is what means something right here. She needs to get to 1,000 points here. This needs
Okay.
to get to 1,000, and this needs to be 2. She needs to have 2 enrolled directly to her.
Okay.
So if she does if she goes live and does videos every single day for 10 days, she's going to have 300 points right here. That 50 would be 299 or 298 because it's 99 points twice plus 100 points. So you get 99 points per week for doing 3 videos each week. And you get, I'm going to mute you, Tyne. It's too noisy on your end. Sorry. Okay. So you're going to have, so for widen your reach, you get 99 points each week because that's 33 points per video. So that's 99 points per week total. But if you do 10, if you submit 10 in 10 days, you get a 100 point bonus. So you get 99 points the first week, 99 points the second week, plus you get a 100 point bonus. She has until the 29th. She upgraded on the 19th. And so she has 10 days from then. So she actually has till the 30th. Okay, to get those 299 points. So just assume there's about another 300 points coming in. Now she can also submit to share because you care, and that's going to be another share because you care is another
100 points for 2
100
weeks.
points, yeah, for this week and next week. So she can still get 300. We'll just round it up to 350, right? So she can get 350 points. So on top of her 350 already, she can get another 300, let's say 300 points. We'll just say 300, so 350 points. So that would be 700, okay? So another 350 points is going to add to yours as well. So you're going to get 350 points. These numbers here are all reflected in this number here. This number is a total of your points, your PV, per PV, Matt's PV, and it's also including your UBT promo. So all these points are totaled and they're right here. So this is the total of all those points. Does that make sense, Tyne? I know I muted you, so hopefully that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know if she knows that to do the 10 videos for 10 days.
So that's what you're going to educate her on.
Does she still have time?
Yeah. She has till this Friday, and then she doesn't, her week does, her thing doesn't end till the 30th. So she has this week and next week to do it.
Okay. Yeah, we need to tell her that because I'm not sure she knows doing it every day for 10 days.
You can
Yeah, you
submit,
can let her know.
you can submit 3 a day.
She's allowed to submit 3 per day. Okay. So here's how Christine is going to get to director. Those 500 points, she's going to get, so she's at 1217. So everyone do math, okay? Write it all down. Everyone do this together. She has 1,217 points. She's going to make 500 points because she's doing 50 calls this week and 50 calls next week. So that's 500 points. Aaliyah is going to get, she's going to submit everything and get another 350 points. So we're going to add 350. So let's see how many points she's going to have. Plus, is there anybody who, no, there's, yeah. So now we're going to count that all up. What do you get? That's going to bring her to sorry, go ahead.
217?
Yeah, that's going to bring her to 2,017 points. How much is director?
I'm not sure. How much is director?
Here's how you find out. Here's how you find out how many points. I'm going to click the number to the left. Okay, so do you guys see that? To the left of her name number, I'm going to click that. I'm going to scroll down and it says she's got 1,217 out of 2,500 points right here.
Okay.
She needs to have one more actively enrolled. She needs one more person to enroll as a customer or brand partner in order to have the structure. This is the structure and this is the points. So she needs 2,500 points. So she's going to be at 2,017 after she and Aaliyah do everything.
Wow, so close, so close.
So Tyne only needs to enroll 2 people. And she already has people interested. She has Ash, who's going to enroll as a brand partner, which is 300 points. So add 300 points to 217 for Ash. Okay. And then there's one other person. I forget who. But she's going to hit it. She's going to hit director this month and she's going to get that $400 bonus.
Yeah, Tyne.
Go Tyne, go Tyne. You can come off mute if you want to say anything now, Tyne, because we kind of got that dealt with. Is this helpful for anybody?
Yes, it's very helpful.
Yeah, we're like learning how to strategize. So every month, I do this with you every month. This is why it's important to come to these calls because we go into the breakout rooms and then I strategize with you. I want to do this with every single person every single month. But you got to call me into a room and say, can you look at my points? Can you help me strategize? And then we'll strategize. So we're going to get Tyne to director. We're going to get Aaliyah to consultant. So if Aaliyah is going to get those other 300 points from her points, plus she just needs to enroll one more person.
Now, when Aaliyah makes points.
Hold on. So when Aaliyah enrolls one more person, so right now with Ash, Tyne is going to have 2,317 points. When Aaliyah enrolls her one more person, because she'll have another 300 points for UBT, plus she's going to enroll one more person, that's going to be another 250. That is going to bring that alone, even if Tyne didn't enroll anyone, if Aaliyah enrolls one more person, she's going to hit director. She's going to get 2,500 points. Does that make sense?
Now, when Aaliyah makes points, turning in her stuff, do I make points too, or is that just under? You
do. Everyone, this is everyone's points. This number here is all the points of everyone in your entire team. So let's go back and look at Sheri.
So whatever they make, I make?
Yep.
Even Aaliyah and Karen?
So this number is going to change drastically in the next week, Shri. You're going to be so close to diamond. You're going to be incredibly close to diamond. Look over here at your UBT promo points.
Yeah.
3353 points from UBT. Holy cow.
I know, so close. I know, I want to make it to the, it's in July, right?
Mhm,
In LA, the Diamond Club.
mhm. Look at the points of all the people in your downline. You can look at all their UBT points. Tyne has 600, Coco's got almost 200, Leah's got 200, and all of them can make 300 more. And if they do all the phone calls, they can each make 800 more points just in the next week. 800 each.
Wow.
They can each make 800 points in the next week each. So that's
So what would you
16.
recommend me to do with my group? Like, do I call them and just support them, or how do you do it? Like,
Well, you
'cause
need
now I have,
you just need to educate them and have them look at their back office. That's what I did last night with Coco. I showed her, I did this with Coco last night that I'm doing with you.
was Coco the only one on last night, or?
Coco was on and Tereshay was on. So I did what I'm doing for you. I just did for Tereshay last night. So Tereshay totally has it mapped out how to get to diamond this month.
Yeah, go
You guys still,
Cherche.
yeah. So we're working on it because this is your last month to get diamond. This is your 4th month. So if you hit diamond this month, you get that $1,000 bonus. All right. So what we want to do, Shri, is we also need to enroll your 2 new brand partners and get them to consultant by the end of this month. Coco's going to be, the Coco's already there. You need 2 more people you need 2 more people. I'm just going to do equal to 1. I'm only going to look at your front row. So these are all
Yeah,
the
I know
people-
Robin's gonna sign up tomorrow probably. And then we have Courtney, she wants to sign up, but I think that's Wednesday.
Yeah. And God rest her soul, Maria died. And
Yeah,
so
poor
you might
Maria.
want to tell her husband that he might want to take over her account.
No, he didn't. I've already talked to him. I canceled her subscription
Okay.
because he wasn't really into it. Remember, he was kind of,
Yeah. But you can talk to
Yeah.
him about it and just tell him what's on the table for him.
trust me, he is
Okay.
challenging.
That's
But yeah,
fine.
I already
But
called
just
them
let
and
him know
canceled.
but just let him know that there's going to be a check coming for her sister that ordered.
Oh, you know what? She called me too to cancel because
Okay, let's not
she
go into
wanted to
that.
do
That's
it
not
with
for this
her.
call. That's not for this
Yeah.
call. We're just focusing
Yeah.
on points. Okay, Edina has her hand up.
Can you just quickly show me mine? I've never seen this back office, so I'm kind of curious how it works.
Okay,
Like,
so I
can
go to you're going to click team reports and then you're going to click unilevel team so you can see yours.
Okay.
So when you go to yours, this is what you're going to see. Hang on. Oh, is it under Edina?
I saw my name on the screen earlier.
Okay, hold on. Let me go further back. So I'm going to click team reports. I'm going to go to unilevel team. And I'm going to click name. And then I'm going to click equal to, or I'm going to click contains. And I'm going to click Edina. This is how you find people. Is this you, Devin and Medina?
No, so you see, there's my name, Edina Bohanek. That's my old
here we go.
account, but on your home screen, it's
Right here? Edina
yeah, that's
Bohanek?
yeah,
Is this your
that's my
current account?
Can you hear me? Sorry.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I keep trying to talk. Okay, so it says that's my 2016 account, but on you see the dates are 2016. So the home screen had a thing, it said Edina Movana moved to consultant.
Okay, let me just type in your last name. Okay, it just says Movana. There's no Edina there.
Okay, well,
Hold on,
that's interesting.
Hold on, let me remove some pins. Hold on. Tyne, did you have a question before we move on to Edina?
Yeah, it's very relevant. I want to just clarify because when leveling up and we have that time frame, like 2 months, 4 months, right? We have that time frame. It says from the time that you leveled up from the previous one, right? So does that mean every time, like if you lose your rank and you re-rank again, does that start over? Do you have that time to get the bonus again?
No, yeah, well, okay, so every month, at the beginning of every month, our points reset to 0.
Yes.
Okay, and so then when you hit consultant, you have to start all the way. I start at 0 every month. I started associate every month, and then I have to move all the way back up to crown and beyond every single month.
Oh, so you have to work, you have to basically like work, but by then you have enough people, you should be able to make it, but you always have to start from 0.
Yeah, Sheri hit executive last month. She started at 0 at associate this month, and she had enough brand partners that suddenly she got to executive with ease this month. It was like not even.
I get it. But as long as you have people underneath you still and they're still there, then you pretty much are okay. You're not, it's not like you're gonna really lose it. Okay, I got it. Okay, that part I was kind of confused about. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
you do want to work on keeping your rank. You want to keep moving ahead. Every month you want to be in the green. You want to be moving ahead. Edina, you're in the green, by the way. You're at 981, so you have almost 1,000 points more than you did last month. So I'm going to click your tree. I'm going to click tree, and we're going to get to see who is enrolled to you. So you have 1,000 points. You have 2 people enrolled to you. That's what AE, active enrolled. That means 2 people who've ordered at least 50 points worth of product from you. So you've got 2 people. You're at 135. Here's another thing we didn't look at. Customer, we didn't look at this on anybody else's, but this is another way to make money. So this is how much you've actually sold, almost $1,000, $817. You've almost sold $1,000 worth of product. When you've sold $1,000 worth of product, that's when you hit 1,000, you get a $50 bonus. That's called a K club. When you hit it, when you've sold $1,000 worth of product, you enter the K club, you get celebrated, and you're in the K club. Now, when you get to 2,000, then you're in the 2K club. 3,000, you're in the 3K club. I've had people on my team get to 14,000, get to the 14K club. So this number can keep going up, because every month that those customers order, that number keeps going up, because you start having people who order all the time.
And can we also figure out, I know we don't need to do it right now, but putting Nora under my tree? Under my tree.
She's right here, Laura. She's
That's
right here.
Sorry, Nora Ismail.
Oh, shoot.
Remember we had the call a couple weeks ago?
You're gonna have to call them and tell them, and then when they answer, get me on the phone.
Okay, so I'll text you at a time when you're free, and we can do that.
Yeah, just call them when you know that I'm going to be free, and then try to sort it out yourself. Say, look, this is like, or actually, I guess I can call them, and I thought we did that already. So yeah, just remind me later today. Let's do it today.
Yeah, because then also, if you look, I'm curious about my old account, if there's anything there to reconcile, or is it just...
They won't move anything over from your old account. They just don't do that.
Okay, that's fine. I didn't have anything there. I don't think so.
But
Okay.
we can look to see who you enrolled before, so that you can enroll them again.
I don't think I did, but yeah, we can just see if anything was there. I don't think so, but
so this is so we want to get you to director this month. And so here's how you're going to get those points. Let's look at your points. So you don't have any UBT promo points, but you have been going live. You do a lot of videos. You do a lot of...
I don't know how to, like, you keep saying that people need to like submit them. I don't know how to do that.
So good. Okay. So when you create a video that's related to either health or wealth, right? Anything related to, like, it doesn't have to say Purium. It can just be you making...
Yeah, like I did yoga, like a thing on my deck the other day. Yeah, it takes more time to figure out how to like submit it than to...
So here's all you do. You see this where here you click submission forms. You see that right here? Submission forms.
Yeah, is that also where you get the 50 calls a week forms, or what is that?
Yeah, I can help you with that if you're going to do that. So here's the thing, Edina, because you kept saying, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to. And so I didn't tell you these things because I thought I don't want to bother her. So if you want to know, I'm going to teach you, and it sounds like you do. So that's cool. So let me just show you how to submit. So widen your reach right here is, this is where you submit your videos. You click widen your reach, and then this takes you through a type form, and then you just submit there. Okay. You just follow the prompts. There's customer, okay, and you get points if a customer posts, like if a customer posts, you can submit those too. If you're making the 50 phone calls, you can click right here to submit. You can click here.
Yeah, but do we have like a tracking form? Is there some form that people are using?
Yeah, I'm going to show you that next. And then anytime you declare your rank at the beginning of the month, you get points for that too. You can submit those points here. Transformation now is if you buy 3 boxes out all at once, and then you just switch them out when people in your local area buy them. Share Because You Care is the one that we submit every week. So Share Because You Care and Widen Your Reach, I think, are the two most important to know. Widen Reach is 3 videos per week. Share Because You Care is 3 posts per week, and that can be a post like of a before and after picture from anyone in the team. You just share a story, a before and after story under here.
Yeah.
And that's 50 points per week. This is 99 points per week.
So I have to make the post on Instagram and then I have to
Screenshot it.
just screenshot and like text picture uploads in this thing.
Mhm.
Like a screenshot uploads.
Yep.
Okay, so I have to get this app on my phone, basically. I haven't done that. I haven't logged in or gotten any information about it.
Yeah, this is not an app, but you can actually save this to your home screen on whatever kind of phone you have. You can actually take this link and you can just save that to your home screen. And then now you've got, then whenever you open your back office, it goes right to there. Okay. And so that's what a lot of people do. Like, I know that Tara Shea has this particular page saved to her home screen, so she can just like open this page at any time. And so you want to submit by Friday at 10 p.m. on Pacific time, Friday every single week.
So how do I get that? How do I get the app on my phone?
There's no app.
Oh,
You just have to go to backoffice.mypurium.com. And then you can just save that to your phone home screen.
what?
Does
Save it to
anybody
my
know how to
phone?
do that?
What does that even save that to my phone's home screen?
Yeah, so
I don't know what that means.
you can save any, so see all these little things on your home screen. I can save this particular folder. These are all just URLs that I've saved to a folder. So I can take any.
Really?
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
go
that's
to
a great
any,
idea. I've never done that.
yeah,
You
I can go to
just save
any
website.
I can go to any website and then I can just click the share button on an iPhone. I can click the share button
Yeah.
and then it gives me the option to save to my home screen.
Yeah, that's a good, because Anne gave me the ones like to, you guys have resources on this other website, the other team stuff. But yeah, okay, so I have to learn how to. Okay, so backoffice.mypurium.com, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, and it's asking me for my sign in. So
Yeah, so then you have to sign in with your email and your password. So we'll have to talk about that later because I need to move on. But
yeah, I know this is the thing. I jump on the calls because this is the only time I can talk to you. Otherwise,
okay.
I don't have any time. So let me
Got
know
it.
when
Okay.
I can have a
So,
call.
okay, so ask me that question. I'll go ahead and answer it.
Mike, okay.
You don't know what your login is, you go to your first email ever, go to the first email Purium ever sent you. It should be your
Okay,
email.
I'll track it down. Yeah, it's fine. I won't
I usually tell people to make their password their 10-digit phone number because they don't remember. They do that. They ask me all the time, I don't know, how do I get in? And I just say it's your 10-digit phone number. So if you happen to do that when you signed up, then it'll be your email is your login and your password is your 10-digit phone number.
Okay, I'll try. I'll try it.
Okay. Tyne, did you have another question? Tyne, you have your hand up, so I don't know. Okay, I'll lower it. Okay, so hopefully that was helpful. Who was that helpful for? Yay. Okay, awesome. I want you all, so everyone's homework is to go into your back office and look at like, how can I get more points? What can I do? Hi, Tyne. You're off mute.
Just a quick comment on the share.
Hang on, time's up. Okay, there she goes. Go ahead.
On the share because you care, you have to do the hashtag on the post as well. Hashtag
share because you care.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't think they check the hashtags. It's really about what you submit in the back office. The hashtags is more so that you can like win something, I think. But it is good to have that. So let me show you guys. Is Edina still there? I'm going to share with you guys one more thing. I'm going to share with you guys where to find these share because you care things on the boards app. Okay, so here I am I'm on my boards app. I'm gonna go to Purium official board. So under Purium official board, I'm gonna click this folder on the right, fresh and new. So on fresh and new, sorry, I gotta move things off my screen. Right here is share because you care. Now, if you open this folder, you're gonna see a lot of before and after stories you can post to your, you can post these to your stories. You can post these right into your story. Okay. Right? You can share these right to your story. And then I would, if you share this to your story, I would also put a sticker on there and be like, you know, something like, you know, I love helping people transform their health. So they kind of make the association that you're helping people do these things, that you have the ability to help people do this, that you're the one with the information. Okay. So you can post these and you can put these in your highlights also on your Instagram. You could have like a highlight that's just for like people's health transformations. So, so like that, you know, before and after. So you can post those to your stories, and every week, every month, these change. They put new ones in every month, but this is enough for a whole month. If you want to post 3 of these per week at the same time, and then you want to submit all 3 at the same time. You got to take a screenshot of all 3 at the same time in your stories or on your post or on your Facebook, wherever you're posting, you got to do a screenshot and then you submit the screenshot. Does that help? Is that helpful, you guys? Okay, good. So this is share because you care. Widen your reach is all videos, any kind of videos you want. It could be a live, it can be a reel, it can be a stories, as long as it's video. That's all that's required. Another place you can find before and after stories is in the Team Alchemy boards. So here I am on the Team Alchemy boards. And if I go here, inspire before and after, there it is. You can share all these stories too. Just say a little blurb, you know, post this, say, oh, this is so-and-so and blah, 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 or this is my friend so-and-so and whatever, just say something. Here's my friend Stephanie before and after her transformation. Look how amazing, you know, she's like really got her life back. Whatever you want to say. She's free from cancer, etc. This is our friend Tall. This is my friend Anne. This is her, you know, 60 pounds down doing the transformation. So these stories you can use as well. Post 3 of these, take screenshots, and then submit them under share because you care. Any questions about that? Okay. Whew. All right. Thanks you guys for hanging in there. Heather, was that helpful for you? I know you kind of hopped on late, but were you able to kind of like get what we're talking about?
Yeah, I definitely got an idea of what we're working with here. So that's cool.
Goody. So I believe you and Tara, Shea, and I were going to go into a breakout room. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and open up the breakout rooms. If anyone wants to interview people and go into the breakout rooms or talk to somebody that you feel like you want to talk to, that's what it's for. So let me open up the breakout rooms. I'm going to open up 3. And feel free to bring people into a room. And then Heather and Tara, Shea, why don't we all go into room 1? And then actually, let me just ask this because maybe there's some questions that you have, Heather, that might be useful for everyone. So let's just see what, do you have any particular questions that might be, that you need, any specific questions that you've been wondering about?
No, I can't pinpoint one. I'm just, you know, I feel like I'm at ground zero and I'm ready to like figure out where everything is and what I need to learn and
Okay,
where I need to show up.
Awesome. So do you feel clear about how to submit your widen your reach points and what they are?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah. I need to go in my back office and look at that.
Yeah, you've been posting a lot, so you're definitely like got stuff to share. Yeah. So you're doing really, really great. Do you do videos? I'm trying to remember if I've seen any videos.
No, I haven't done any yet.
Okay,
but
cool.
I do. I mean, I can.
Do you mind if I look at your back office here?
Sure, go for it.
Like to look at it? Okay, cool. Let's do that together. While we're here in the back office land, I'm going to go ahead and click So, whoops, let me move this. I have all these different controls in the way. Hold on. Okay, so if I click team reports, I'm going to go to unilevel team. I'm going to do a search for, I'm actually going to do a search for Terashay. So we're going to start with Terashay. So if I look at her tree, Terashay is already just 200 points from executive. So she's hitting executive this week, no matter what, whether she likes it or not. She can't even help that. That's going to happen. So I'm going to organize by her 9 levels, her GV. This is her group volume. So now I can see Heather Hansen right here. Look at you, got all these 5. That's cool. So I'm going to click on your tree. So now I'm just looking at you. Look at that. You've already got 2 people enrolled. Woohoo! Plus your own order.
Yeah.
Plus your own order. So your own order is 50, I think, because you upgraded to brand partner.
Mm-hmm.
So you get 50 points when you upgrade to brand partner. Now you have an order coming in this month, right? Or did you make an order this month already?
I think, gosh, I can't remember now.
Oh, here.
I think I
Your
did.
last order date was 13th of May.
Yeah. Okay.
And you upgraded that date. So I think it just says last order date because you upgraded, so you got 50 points, but I don't think your orders come through because I think your order was on the 28th. So that means your next order is coming on the 28th of May.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so that means your smart order is 350. So you're going to get 350 points. That's, you know what, this is actually incorrect, this row. I'm pretty sure that these are all numbers are wrong. I'm pretty sure that that smart order is going to be 250. So I think I need to talk to corporate and ask them why it says 350 everywhere, but I'm pretty sure that smart order BV is 250. So you're going to get at least 250 points more. So you have 550. You're going to get 250 more, which is going to bring you to 750, 800.
800.
Thank you, Terashay. Thanks for counting. For me.
Yay.
Yay for counting, yay for math. Okay, so you're going to get 800. Once your order comes through, you'll get 800. Now you're getting to consultant. You started on the 13th.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now you had this 10-day window, which you may or may not have known of. I don't know if we communicated it well, but so if you started on the 13th, then your day 10 of your 10-day run to consultant would have ended on the 14th. Or sorry, the 24th.
The 24th, right? Which
That would have
is
been
today.
yesterday. Yeah. So
Or
yesterday.
Yesterday. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yesterday. Yeah. So yesterday was your 10-day period, but that's okay because you still, instead of having a $50 bonus, you're going to get a $50 bonus, but you're still going to get a bonus, right?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. But you're going to get all these commissions too. You're going to get like $60 from this, $60 from that.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So you're going to get
Okay.
$120 plus a $50 bonus.
Cool.
So you're going to get about $170.
Really? Holy cow.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Money's coming in. All right. Yay. Good job
Yay.
getting paid to help people.
Yeah.
And so your customer volume is at $742, right? So you have $742.50 that you have sold. That's how much you've sold.
Okay.
So that's different than points. So points is different than dollars.
Right. Right.
You sold 742. When you have sold $1,000 in 1 month, which you're going to do because you're going to sell at least one more pack this or next week, right?
Yes.
When you get to $1,000, that's called the K Club, and you get a $50 bonus.
Okay, cool.
Right? So you're going to get a $50 bonus. That's so exciting. So that's 100. So we said 170. So that means it's going to be 210. No, 220. Right. God, I'm terrible at math. 220. I'm actually not terrible at math. I'm just lazy at math. $220, right? Now, if you enroll one more person, because you're going to enroll at least one more person, because we're going to get this up to 1,000. We want to get you to 1,000 points, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a couple ways to do that. If you enroll 2 more people, that's going to be another $120 coming your way.
Cool.
However, there's another way to get to consultants. We want to bring that to 1,000. That's going to be, we said it's going to be at 800. You're going to be at 800 because you're going to have your points are going to come in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be, I think this number is wrong. So I believe it's 250. So you're going to have 800. So if you enroll one more person, how many points do you get for a pack, for a ULT pack? Do you remember?
I have no idea. 200? Is that what you said?
250, it's right there, 250.
Oh,
Right?
250. It's hard to
Yep.
see on my phone.
Oh, here, is that helpful?
Yeah,
help?
I'm like, it's so tiny.
Okay, cool. You can
Okay.
also go like this on your phone and open it up. You can actually look at it
Oh,
on your,
oh
on your-
yeah. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So how exciting is that? You're gonna make money, right?
Right. Very exciting.
So now, and I'm just telling this, I'm going to say this other thing just for knowledge, so you guys know. If you had gotten to 1,000 points in your first 10 days, if you had hit consultant in your first 10 days, you would have gotten a $100 bonus, and Tereshay would have gotten a $100 matching bonus.
Right, right.
And there's no guilt or anything. I'm just saying, because I'm just so you know, so when you have someone
Well,
coming in, you understand how the structure works.
yeah, and I thought it was 7 days. So I was hoping to land it on at our women's circle, because that would have
Right.
been the next day would have been 7 days. So if I'd known it was 10 days, I would have pushed a little harder.
It's a little harder and followed up with those women and followed up.
Yeah.
With them. Okay, got it. Well, you're doing really good. So I wouldn't worry about it, because you can still get the director bonus this month or next month.
Okay.
So let me show you, let's look at your UBT promo. Now, you have this week and next week you can get 99 points this week, and you can get 99 points next week. Plus, that's for the widen your reach. That's for submitting 3 videos a week.
Okay.
You would have to submit you have to submit 3 by 10 o'clock this Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to submit 3 by 10 o'clock on the last day of the month, by the 31st, which is Wednesday, I believe. Got
Okay.
it?
So I got 2 weeks. So I have to do basically 2 videos today and 1 tomorrow.
Yeah. So that's basically a week. That's this week and next week. So basically you have exactly a week to submit. You're past the 10-day period, so you can only submit 3 per week.
Right.
10 and 10 days, but you can do 3 per week. So you can get 200 points, basically 198, 99 times 99 plus 99 is 199, right? Or 198,
Yeah.
198.
Yeah.
So you're going to have 198 points by next week just from that. Even if you don't enroll anyone, you're going to get 200 points just from that.
Awesome. And so the points convert to bonuses, or what are they for?
So when you get 1,000 points, you get this becomes 1,000, you're going to have, that's consultant. Consultant is 1,000 points plus 2 people enrolled. It has to be the structure. This is the structure. You have to have 2 people, and this is the points. You have to have 1,000.
Okay.
So you're gonna have 198 by next week, just from your videos. And if you do the share because you care, that's 50 points per week. So that's another 100 points.
Okay. And the share because you care is just a post, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Share because you care is 3 posts per week.
And it could be sharing somebody's before and after.
Yep. And you have to post, they have to be 3 of those. It has to be a before and after. That's what makes it share because you care. It has to be a before and after story. And then you can post 3 of those, and then you can submit all 3 of those at once. You have to submit them all at once for 50 points.
Okay. And on my story or anywhere?
Anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah. And you submit 3 per week. So that's 50 points this week and 50 points next week. So that's 100 points.
Right. Okay.
Right. So you're going to have 100 points plus 198. So you're going to have 298 points on top of your 800. So that brings you to what?
800, 1,000. Wait, what did you say? 200 and what points? 298 points?
Yeah.
Would have. Okay. So 1,098.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you're going to have 1,098 points, which is past consultant. So guess what? You could still get to director this month and make a $400 bonus.
Oh, wow. Okay. Just from posting?
Nope. I'm going to tell you how.
Okay.
If you happen to be able to enroll 3 people by Friday night, that's tomorrow night. It's a bit of a push, but if you have anybody who's interested, maybe there'll be some incentive. If you're able to enroll 3 people by tomorrow night, you're going to get 600. How many points will you have? Because it's like basically 250 per pack. So if you enroll 3 people, how much will you have?
725.
750. No, wait.
Oh, 750.
Wait, hold on. 250, 250, 750.
Oh, 750. Okay.
So you'll have 750 points in addition to that 1,098. Okay, we're saying in addition to 1,098. So you'll have 750 points from 3 people enrolling.
Mhm.
And because you enrolled 3 people in 1 week with a smart order, which is a subscription, because you've enrolled 3 people in the 90-day, you get a 500 point bonus,
Okay.
which brings you to what?
I don't know. I lost it in my head. I
That's
gotta write
okay.
it down.
That's okay. 750 plus 500 is what?
1,250.
So 1,250 plus your 1,098, right? Because we figured out that you're gonna with your submissions, you're gonna have 1,098.
Right, right.
So you've got 1,250 plus 1,098.
So that's 2,098.
Let me do my math here. Here I'm doing long math here. We got 8. We got 9 plus 5 is 14. We got 3. We got 2. That's 2,348.
Oh, 2,348. Okay.
And then if you enroll 1 person next week, you're a director.
All right.
There's 2 ways to do this. You could enroll 1 person this week and 3 people next week, or 3 people this week and 1 person next week. Either way. So it
Right.
might be easier to enroll 1 person this week
Mm-hmm.
and 3 people next week.
Right.
You have till Wednesday next week.
Okay. Cool. Well, we sent out the Saturday call in our email. I think I have 2 people RSVPing so far.
Really?
Yeah.
Woohoo! Rock on, sister. Way to go. So let's talk
Yeah.
about that for a moment. So tell me about the email you sent out. What did it say?
So we have a newsletter that goes out every week, and we basically put just the flyer for Saturday, and a button to send us an email to RSVP, and that's it.
Okay, so Saturday is what is happening Saturday? Because I forget.
Saturday, the allergies and asthma.
Oh, thank you. Okay, got it. Cool.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
So I'd love those to go out in our newsletter every week. And I've been posting on Telegram and Signal as well. And I'll post on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The reason I didn't remember was because sometimes people have healthy happy hours that I don't know about.
Oh, right.
And so I was like, wait, do we have a healthy happy hour that we're like doing that day? I couldn't remember. So
I can only imagine how it must be in your head to keep this all straight.
sometimes it's a lot.
You've got
I
so
have
much
to look-
going on.
I have to look at my calendar in order to know what's going on in my life, or I have no
Yeah.
idea.
It's your brain on a phone.
Exactly. It really is.
Yeah, I can understand. I have a lot of compassion, so don't worry.
Yes. Okay, awesome. Okay, cool. All right. I just had to like put that on my thing that I'm doing allergies. Let me not forget to study allergies and
Did you
asthma.
find testimonies yet?
I know that there I've had tons of people over the years, and I don't know if there are any currently who are like active on my team that I can remember. Does anybody have any allergy recovery stories that they have? You? Yeah, Laura, go ahead and come off mute.
I was just thinking about Brianna. She was, we were going live one day and she was sharing this. So maybe.
Oh, Brianna,
Huh?
do you have an allergy story?
I don't I am amazed how well I'm feeling, but I don't have any allergies. I just thought about Brianna, you know?
She
I
says
do
yes, I have some
remember
allergies.
I remember talking about that at the women's circle, how her allergies are so bad she couldn't even walk outside, and the asthma too. She has both covered.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. Wait, she did or she does?
she did.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
and then
And here she is living with a cat now. I didn't even know that, Brianna. I had no idea. Okay, will you come, Brianna, will you come share that story? I used to. Good. Yes. Okay, awesome. We've got a story. Okay, fantastic. Woo! We're featuring Brianna. We got to get your face on that flyer. Yeah. No. Saturday morning is allergies and asthma stories.
I'm down 9 pounds now on day 14.
Wow. Okay, Heather. Do you have are you willing to put up a before and after picture?
I don't know if it's gonna be enough difference. I mean, I'll take a after picture and see if you can tell a difference.
Yeah, even if people can't see it, if you just do a before and after picture, they will read the post and they'll understand the concept. Like there's something going on that she's had a change, and you can list all the changes so far, not just
Yeah.
your weight, but just everything that's changed so far.
Okay.
And I can help you create the before and after pictures if you submit. I mean, maybe you already know how to use Canva, but you know, you can do like a little, I always do Canva for people if they don't know how.
Oh, I'm the Canva queen.
Oh, good. Yeah, another Canva queen.
I'm so glad you both know how to use that.
We're gonna do a
That's not my
Canva
strong
training
point.
soon. Yeah, I'm gonna
Rachel,
do
we
it.
still need to finish mine too.
I'm gonna do a Canva training. Okay, cool. So
My before and after.
okay, so just send me your before picture, and or I have your before pictures. So send me your after pictures, and then we'll sew them together. Or we got to go to the bathroom and do it again there.
I suppose we
Okay,
could do that. And
Okay.
then
let's do that
they weren't the
today.
best pictures.
Let's do that
But-
today so we can get you to diamond.
Yeah. And then they're pretty revealing.
So
I
do you
kind of
want me
like
to?
people who are wearing their yoga clothes.
You want me to come and get you? And we can go take those pictures at Soft Medicine today.
Yeah, I'd really like to get the wording straightened out, like we did notes and stuff like that, but I'm pretty like, yeah,
Okay, I'll come get you.
it's
Right
it's
after
a
that.
lot to like be precise and what exactly I'm saying, even when I'm talking about like the before and after, like how to presenting the story that's strong and to the point, because I'm a novelist.
Yeah, you talk in poetry, and I think
Yeah.
it's beautiful. And just
Yeah.
use your words because you have beautiful words. Just
Thanks. Then I
be
get lost
you.
because there's too much information and there's too much to edit and try to go back over it. I just get overwhelmed.
So you can do like you can do a you can do a I'm gonna screen share. You can do like a before and after bullet point list, right? So let's just go to Facebook and let's just go to
That's kind of what we had
oh my
one of
god,
like
look at these are my competition pictures from one of my wins. Holy, this is me working out. This is so funny to see this. This is me doing push-ups in a bikini.
yes.
At the show with diamonds in my hair. Oh my god, people like I could share this and just be like OMG. I'm doing it again. This time I'm bringing how many people on our calls? How many people are coming to our workout calls? I'm gonna say 9 people with me.
Just say 10.
10.
So are you going to compete again?
If I feel really good by September, I might. I wasn't planning to. I was just doing it for the heck of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So yeah, whenever I post anything like this, people say, I want to do it. Like people totally jump in. So anyway, so let's go to Core 4 Nutrition. So I always say, do your practice posts in here, right? This woman just joined our team. She's the one who just became our brand partner. She just posted her story. And it was short. I started my 90-day transformation on May 23rd, and now day 11, I lost 10 pounds. Yay, only 20 more to go. So, you can literally create a post that's like bullet pointed. You can be like, I'm on day, what is day? What day are you on, Tereshay?
Past my 90 days, I was gonna get the cleanser again June 1st and start again.
You can just say superfoods transformation. You don't have to say what day. Superfoods transformation results. And you can have your before and after picture. You can be like, no more migraines.
My thing is that I lost weight because I knew that my clothes, my panties were falling off my bum, but then my shorts that I wanted to fit in never, didn't fit me. I couldn't even sit down on them, let alone butt them, and now they fit me. But I didn't want to lose weight. I want to like tone up and strengthen and then just like lose my belly. tone my belly.
Okay, so
So
what do you want to say? Toned, more toned?
tone, well, my cravings were gone for the first 60 something days, and then the mid 90s, girl, it was like worse before it got better. All these cravings started haunting me. And
Well, that's probably because you're working out and you're not like getting enough food.
yeah.
So you need to eat enough. This is the place where people fail is when they work out, they don't eat enough.
Well, I just get to the point, I think, Patrice, I think Heather, we were talking about that is, or maybe it was someone else, but it was Marie and Kathleen, is that when things are happening, a lot of times I just don't get hungry under stress or when certain things are happening in my life. And so that's not always the good thing.
Okay, so what about habits? Do you have any new better habits?
Well, it goes with the seasons. I get up a little bit earlier in the seasons, but that's seasonal, so that's not through Imperium.
So let me ask,
My habit.
let's go through this. Let's go through the acronym. Remember SWIPE, SWIG, sorry,
Oh, right.
SWIED. So let's go sleep skin. Sleep, we
Well,
need sleeper
I
skin.
thought, well, my fingernails were stronger, but they're still breaking.
Stronger.
And I don't think that my
Everyone's nails
hair's
are different.
growing.
Sorry, what?
Huh?
Say
Oh,
what?
I said I was intending to make sure that my hair was thicker and grow, but I don't know that
Yeah,
I noticed
we're just doing sleeper skin right now.
sleeper skin.
Your
Well,
sleep.
yeah, deeper sleep, better dream, I suppose.
More dreams.
Dreaming. I would rather have recall too.
Well, you have to wake yourself up earlier to have recall. You have to actually have an alarm. That's how you recall your dreams, because your brain starts to turn them down after you get closer to waking. Okay, deeper dreams, deeper sleep, more dreams. Okay, sleep. But what about any skin changes or no?
I've always had good skin, I
Okay,
suppose. I mean,
we'll skip that. Weight.
glowing, I guess. I guess I do
Glowing
have a
skin.
glow tone. I mean, I'm giving my body more nutrition.
Okay, you're noticing more glowing skin. Okay, sleep skin. Okay, next is weight. You said clothes are fitting. Clothes are getting looser. And fitting or something like that. Is that true? Is that not true?
Well, my underwear were falling off, and then the clothes that I didn't fit in, the specific short overalls I wanted to fit in, fit me.
My favorite overalls fit. Okay, what else? So that's sleep, weight. Okay, eye inflammation.
I don't know that I noticed much difference for the if like I was looking that up last night about anti-inflammatory foods and stuff like that for my belly. So, other than I know pain is inflammation too. So,
That's next is pain. So migraines are gone.
okay, headaches are less up at the top. Headaches are less, and my recovery time for injury is quicker. Well, I guess headaches aren't an injury. What would you call that?
Recovery time.
Injury,
Have headaches recover quicker, less
but
headaches, recovery time.
I guess you could say they're injuries as well, because if you're working out or
That's too abstract. Forget it. So we're doing
okay.
no more migraines. We're not even going to talk about the rest. Okay, you're on. That's all that matters. Okay.
I like the recovery quicker. I think that's a big deal, is that people
I think
can recover
injuries is too.
quicker.
I think injuries is confusing. I don't think it makes sense. I think you have to say quicker recovery time from headaches. If they're headaches, then quicker recovery time. Then be specific about that.
Okay.
Because injuries is like too vague. It's like, what does that mean? Quicker.
Well, I would suppose both.
Okay. Okay. So pain. Energy.
I can't say that I have any more energy than I did before. I mean, I'm inspired because there's a group community support, but I guess I still have my ups and downs.
I'll just put loving the community support. Okay, digestion,
Um,
same.
yeah, I'm not sure that in,
Okay, this is good enough right here. Do you have new, better habits? Waking up earlier?
okay.
We're gonna put deeper sleep towards the top because so many people are looking for sleep. And you said the cravings were gone, but now they're back. So I think that that's.
Well, they're not anymore. They were,
Oh, okay. So we can say
meaning
cravings
they
are gone.
came back pretty strong and then they're gone.
Back for a second. Okay, cravings are gone. And so that's true. Okay. And then
The
new,
other one was the food being satiated. So being vegan or plant-based is that there's a lot about like hungry and making sure I'm not being vitamin or mineral deficient. So the satiated and knowing to be able to get your vitamins and minerals. Efficient amount. You know, it's an improvement, or well, I don't want to say improvement, but it's progress and I'm excited. So I guess focusing on the grateful of what I have seen versus the
we're only focusing on what wins you've had. That's all this is. It's just your wins.
right.
No one's perfect. No one gets, we don't get like everything, but we just focusing on what improvements we're noticing.
Right.
I'm gonna run to the restroom really quick.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So how's this list?
Yeah. Those we target those specific cravings, habits. And so getting paid to be healthier. That's a perk. Just money's coming in because I'm helping people.
And then on top of that,
So with that specifics that you just got that specific with the migraines, so should it be after 10 years? And so I haven't had one since January and it's May.
oh, so how many months has it been?
My
Since-
last one was the last one experience was January, and then May 2nd, I think I had a mild one, or it was the most intense that I'd had, but it wasn't nearly as intense, or it wasn't as long, which is great. All I gotta say.
I think it's just easier to just, well, since you started the program, so we'll just say no more migraines. That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
How long has it been? I mean, we'll just say no.
January to May. That's huge progress after 10 years.
4 months of no migraines. So just occasional headaches.
Uh-huh. And yeah.
And so how long had you been having migraines before that? How often were you having them before that?
For every month, a few days a month.
Around the moon cycle?
Yeah. But they were unpredictable.
So now I just get occasional headaches with a quicker recovery time. Can you see this okay on your phone?
Yeah, I can see it.
How does this look?
Well, if I'm looking at not having them anymore, I guess that would be, I would just say I wouldn't say the now, just occasional. I guess I would say few headaches are quicker recovery and with quicker recovery time. Yeah. And then on top of it all, appreciating so much extra income. I wouldn't say earning. Effortless. Although it's supposed to be effortless.
There's always
It-
effort.
I would put the I take out earning and put the and then when we just put up at the top the experiences, like pro experiences or something.
Where are you looking at up here? What?
Yeah. Well, just in what this describes my experience.
So you want me to put my experience?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, then let's
And
just
so you
let's
said
just
we
put
don't need the before.
just put my superfood.
We don't need to put the whole story. You said that that's a strong point about how things were miserable before in certain areas. Or
Well,
like,
you say it right here. I used to get them every month, few days. Now just occasionally.
okay, for a decade.
Okay.
And then the cravings to where it feels like you're being, you're being run by them versus being able to manage them yourself. Have a balance, have a choice. I wonder how helpful this is to others too.
Sorry, I just did I was just doing the first one. Now what are you talking about?
Are you going to send this to me?
Can you help me? Because I'm asking you a question.
Yeah, what'd you say?
I was typing while you were talking. I was typing something else. I was typing this, and then you were talking about something else, and I don't know what you're talking about. So what were you talking about?
The decade for the
I did
previous
this.
migraines
Yeah,
and
I
then
was
the
typing this,
cravings.
I was typing this, but you were talking about something else, and I don't remember what.
Cravings. I was talking about the cravings.
Oh, okay. So what about
So
cravings?
instead of, so basically how bad they are when they run you, you feel like out of control versus
You don't want to say
feeling
you,
more
we want to say I, because then it's not personal. We
I.
want them to relate to us. So what about I? So
Shit. Yes.
I was being run, I felt like I was being run by cravings before, and now I'm not.
I feel I have more management over the choices of my food choices. That I can make clear decisions. And
That I can make clear decisions.
yeah, when it comes to food.
Cool. That's beautiful. And this is more in your voice now.
I know it's up to us too, so
I
it's a
always do,
combination.
you know me, I always got
Taking action.
anything else here?
Um,
Habits, new better habits. Waking up earlier.
well, no, we don't want to do that because that's seasonal for me.
Okay.
It's just in general, what are my habits? Well, that ties into obviously the food right there, making choices. But we already have that up top, so we don't need to write that.
Habits is different than cravings.
I know.
Choices is different than a craving.
I know.
So, okay,
But that's,
it's redundant. Got it.
yeah.
We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Favorable habits.
Cool. I like that. Okay, and then glowing skin.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't need to lose weight, but yeah, if people want to lose weight, this is for you. Other than obviously putting what some people aren't getting certain results.
Are you saying
and
you don't? Are you saying you feel like you're underweight now? You look at your body and you go, "I'm underweight."
I could be.
If you want to gain
don't-
weight, then you can do
I
the
don't-
gain protocol if you want to gain weight.
Right. I know, taking more of the shakes and before meals. It's just basically being able to eat as well. It's a catch-22 because it's like,
Are you glad that your favorite overalls fit me, or is that a problem for you? Should I take
no, I'm so happy they fit me.
Okay. Okay.
But I think if you calculate my height and my weight,
Should I take this
building
out?
muscle, I
Is
want to
this
build
not
muscle.
is this not true? Clothes getting looser and fitter. Should I take that out, or do you want me that in?
It's true. That's not the point. The point was that's not what like with my height or whatnot about being able to lose weight. I don't think I need to lose any more specifically. I just want
Are you
my
okay
belly,
with
like, I guess if
my
it's my
que-
stomach like anti-inflammatory or gut. So I just figured I'll just do, it's all in my head. So it's a catch-22. I'm just doing my best. Like, we can
I
only do
hear
the
you.
best we can.
I hear you. I just want to make an authentic post for you. So I'm just asking you, do you feel like you're underweight? Do you feel like you lost too much weight and you need to, like, we want to take this out? Like, I get that you're saying you're glad your clothes fit, but is that a problem? I mean, it just feels incongruent from what you're saying. So I'm just saying, like, are you not happy with the weight you lost? Like, you feel like, do you look in the mirror and go, like, feel like, oh, I really want to, like, put more weight back on?
Well, to be honest, it's mostly because of my boobs.
It's just your boobs. You don't want to lose your boobs. Is that it?
I'm happy with, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so used to being bigger, but I'm big enough. It's being grateful. So there we go. That's all I need to do is turn around and be grateful.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave this in. I'm just gonna leave this then as it is.
Okay. And being on the spot with a bunch of people, okay, so it's nervous.
I understand. You feel there's some nervousness there. Okay.
Being able to focus.
Sorry. Hold on a second. Okay. So, what did you say? You feel more able to focus?
No, I'm saying it's not always, yeah, being put on the spot, it's not easy for me to focus.
Oh, I understand. I'm sorry.
But I would say reduction of anxiety too.
Do you want to say anything about that, or is that good enough?
No, I think that's good enough.
Okay.
Considering, however our moods
Okay, I'm gonna
fluctuate.
go ahead and put this into the chat. I'm gonna send you a text.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And so putting a picture with that or something, you said?
Exactly. Let's see, I'm gonna put it in the chat here. Oh, it didn't like hold the bullets, but there it is. We can bullet point it. We can still bullet point it. For some reason, my messages aren't opening up because my computer is full for some reason. I don't know. I can't figure out what's full, but it's not allowing me to. So if you could just copy that and send it to me, I will bullet point it for you. So if you just copy that, are you able to copy that chat and send it to me? And I'm going to go ahead and end the recording.
You can't